Hey watch lovers, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And today I have for us the new Seiko Sumo models. Just came into inventory yesterday, and before any of them happened to walk out the door, I wanted to throw them all on video for you real quick. So if you're not familiar with the model numbers, I have the SPB321, the blue here on my left. The SPB323 is the black with more of a gray dial. And then the SPB325, which is your Padi version, here with the really fantastic shade of blue on a dark navy blue rubber strap. So case dimensions are the same on all of these. Measured straight across the case itself from the 3 to the 9 at 45 millimeters. So pretty large diameter case. However, when I measured just the bezel from the outside of the bezel from 3 to 9, 42 millimeters. So if you're not familiar with Seiko watches, they definitely wear smaller than what the, I think, case dimensions, just about the way the bezel and the dial kind of come in. Definitely wear smaller than the 45 millimeter case dimension. I would put this on as a 42, 43 millimeter watch, in my opinion. I think that wears more in sync with that size. As far as case thickness, 13.5 millimeters thick if you count the raised kind of wave logo here on the back. So with that logo, which is raised on the case back to the top of the crystal, 13.5. I moved off of the logo and came up with 12.9. So I think that's going to sink into most people's wrists. I think this is going to wear more like a 12.9 millimeter thick watch. So as large as it is, it wears quite comfortably. I'll show you a wrist shot here shortly. We do have a 52 millimeter lug tip to lug tip, but again, that is from the very widest point of this lug. You can see how it kind of slopes down. So from the very widest point to the widest point, 52 millimeters. Again, I don't think it wears like 52 millimeters lug to lug. We have a 20 millimeter lug width, tapering down to 18 at the last link, back out to 20 millimeters at the fold over deployment style clasp, twin trigger here, flip lock. And again, we have the solid stainless steel case back with the 6R35 movement, unsigned, screw down crown, 200 meters of water resistance. The upgraded features on these Sumo models from the outgoing generation is we have a couple of different features that are different. We have, first and foremost, we have polished ceramic bezels. So I do think the bezels look fantastic on both of these models, actually on all three. Again, I'll try to give all three of these a little bit of individual time here in a second, but polished ceramic bezels. We have a very thin wave textured dial, which I think looks great. We have hardened stainless steel case and bracelet as well, so hopefully protects it from scratches a little bit better. Overall, I just think Seiko did a really nice job on the redesign of these. I like them quite a bit. I think they look great. So I'll give you each one of these up close. The Padi version on the rubber strap retails at $1,050, and the stainless steel bracelet models here are $1,200. So again, I think the shade of blue is good on this one as well. I'll throw each one of these on wrist real quick. Again, I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist. So again, the blue is the SPB 321. Again, for a 45 millimeter case, which would usually look awfully large, the Seiko cases just wear much more comfortable. I'm just actually surprised that at 45 millimeters, it does wear and look the way it does on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. The black version, again, this is the SPB 323. And last but certainly not least, the SPB 325. And again, I love Seiko rubber straps. I think they're comfortable, and this one is no different. can move that keeper. Would like to see rubber keepers at some point, but for now we'll keep working with the steel. Again, for 45mm watches, they really don't wear that large. Let me hit the lights. Padi's still on my wrist. And the black and the blue. Thanks for viewing. If there's anything I can do for you, please email me, brad@brentlmiller.com. Let me know what you think of these new Sumo updates in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.